Could you tell me about your background? Like, how did you get into the mural art in the first place?
I was a decorator up until 2019. The company I was working for put out a company newsletter asking if anybody knew any street artists to cover up some graffiti. So I put my name forward, never having done it before, and just had a little go and enjoyed it. So I'd always been interested in art, so I had to go with this. Liked it and got paid well, so thought I'll have a little go with that.
Alright, what artist inspired you to get into art in the first place, but also specifically murals? Or was it a mural that you saw that inspired you?
There's no specific mural that I've seen. Up until that point, I'd been working mostly with pencils, just on Instagram. I don't know any of the names, but some people are insane, with their art, with the pencil work. So when I finally got into the street art and murals, I started researching a little bit more. People like Jex and Koga and even people like Smug, who are really good at what they do. So they're the people that I aspire to now.
Okay, I've seen you do a lot of work on the Beatles as well as Liverpool. Would you say that you prefer either one of those?
I probably prefer Liverpool, but I still love doing work with the Beatles as well. But yeah, the football work's always nice to do.
Why do you prefer Liverpool?
I've always grown up supporting Liverpool, and so I think it's a lot more closer to home, the football, as the Beatles were a long time ago. The football's still being played now, so you can paint players that are still playing like today.
Yeah, that makes sense. The players on the bus, literally
still
seeing
see
what
it,
you've
yeah.
done. How does it make you feel to know that Mo Salah's probably seen that?
It's just crazy, madness, yeah.
Is it hard to comprehend that?
Yeah, it's hard to comprehend, yeah.
Did you decide to do this mural as a means of convincing Salah to stay with his contract situation, or had you decided to do it before that kind of?
No, it had nothing to do with that. The reason for the mural was Hotel Anfield, who commissioned the mural, put out a thing on social media. They put out a vote for who they wanted to do, and Mo Salah won the vote. That is why we painted the mural.
Okay. How long did it take you to paint it?
About 6 days. It took 6 days to paint from start to finish.
Where do you even start with something like that? I mean,
well, you start by you put a grid on the wall. You grid your wall out, then you pencil everything out, and then once you've got your lines on, then you can start painting. Then you can start colouring.
Right. Do you ever worry about your work being vandalised? It's not in a gallery; it's unprotected.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry some angry blues might come and graffiti on it or anything like that?
No. To be fair, none of my works. It's never happened to any of my work, but every job I do, I always expect it to happen because it is public. I don't own the wall. I don't own the rights to it. So if someone vandalises it, they vandalise it. It's nothing I can do about it. So no, I don't worry about it.
Yeah. Do you have anything planned depending on how successful Liverpool are this season? At the end of the season,
I've got nothing planned, but never say never. There's going to be a lot more Liverpool work to be done. So I'll see what's in the future.
Last question for you. What piece of work are you proudest of? Is it this one or something else you've done in the past?
It's got to be this one. I mean, the Ringo Starr one I've done earlier was another big piece for me. It's the biggest piece I've done, but the response I've had to this has just been phenomenal.